Bud's team had a big win on Thursday. They beat North Carolina Central, right, 62-60, and I want to congratulate them for that. It's a good win. Getting old yesterday, I couldn't read my practice schedule. So that's bad, isn't it? Anyway, appreciate everyone showing up today. Coach Molinari is here with me today. Y'all can say hello to Coach. He's over here as we get ready to go to walk through here in a little bit. But, just finished our first week of league play. And for everyone here, I can't tell you how proud we were of our team on Thursday against VMI. We beat VMI in overtime. And, all of us in here, in our own way, we were brought together by Winthrop, but we're all also brought together because we have a love of sports. And one of the things that I think all of us in here respect and value is, I'll say this both ways: the most competitive men and the most competitive women play the most competitive games. And on Thursday, it was one of the gutsiest performances that I've been a part of. We beat VMI 88-82. We won the game in overtime at their place, and they're a tough out. They're going to beat people there because of their style of play, and they got a new point guard that really makes them a lot better. But it was a huge win for us, and so we had a couple things I want to share with you. Against VMI, had a couple guys that played really well. Robbie Dreer had a career high. Robbie scored 28 points and had 5 rebounds. Andre Jones also scored 21 points and had 6 rebounds. Matt had 13 and 8. George Valentine was unbelievable. We all noticed Robbie, but George had 16 rebounds and 11 points. And George is playing at a very, very, very high level right now. He's rebounding the ball in a crowd. He's defending very well. And Reggie Middleton played on one leg. I thought Reggie had, 11 points. He had 8 assists, but you could tell he really wasn't 100%. And so really proud of our guys. Really, it was a hard-fought win. We came from behind to win, which I think says a lot about the character of our team. And so then we played Liberty, which Jack was talking about, and against Liberty, Robbie had 21. Andre Jones had another phenomenal game. He had 23 points and 4 assists. Reggie Middleton had 10, and Joey Jerome had 9 points and 7 rebounds. When you go on the road and split, that's not bad. It's one of the things I always tell our team is I have this formula, and my formula has us at +1. If you win at home, it's a 0. If you lose at home, it's -1. If you lose on the road, it's a 0. If you win on the road, it's +1. So right now we're +1. Okay, you go on the road and win, it's a good thing. One of the things is, it's interesting because Andre Jones and Robbie Dreer thus far have been special. Really, really special. I don't want to say elite because there's a lot of good guards in our league, but Robbie's had 28 and 21. He's averaging 25 points a game this week. Shooting the ball very well. Andre Jones averaging 22 points a game. So the Liberty thing, we were up at halftime by 4, and I had said, when this benching, you're going to see lineups, and I think the biggest thing that really hurt us is George Valentine getting in foul trouble. We basically played with 4 guards for 30 minutes with Gideon Gamble at the 4, Joey at the 4, and really had a chance to win. So, it's tough because in a lot of ways I feel like we could be 6-2. We're not. We're 4-4, and that's life, and that's the way it is. So, but I'll tell you what Dale Lair told me as long as you don't tell them what I'm going to tell you. Okay? So after the game the other night, Dale comes over. He's a good friend, and Dale's complimentary and all this stuff to me. And so Dale says, he goes, "I love your team." He said, you're going to win it again. Okay? And I said, well, Dale's going to make 30 degrees seem warm. And I said, well, Dale, I appreciate it, but this team's got a chance to be very good. We're in transition. We're in a really tough stretch right now, and I'm sure Bud will appreciate this, but in our business, it's toughness. Toughness is a talent, and we have a stretch right now. We play UNC Charlotte tonight. We play Jacksonville on Sunday, which is going to 2 postseason tournaments. They beat Arizona State last year in the NIT. The year before that, they went to the NCAA tournament. We play Dayton next Monday, who won the NIT and beat North Carolina. And then we play Kentucky, who is 1 game away from the Final Four. So we got our hands full. We're going to get better. Tonight, I'm not sure if you're doing anything, but tonight's game against UNC Charlotte is certainly a game that we can win. I'm going to tell you, it is going to be a fight to the very end. They got a new coach. They got some transition going on, but I don't think they're as good as VCU. It's hard to say. With Wake, I'm not sure, but we're playing a team that's going to be 6'10", 255 in the post. They got another kid 6'8", 240. They got a point guard that's really good. They got a 2 guard that's very good. So, and then they got another kid that I really like. So, to win tonight, to beat, like in football, like if we were all playing football and, in our state, we talk about what would you have to do to beat a Clemson or to beat a South Carolina. Well, in basketball, you got to rebound. When you go out in a game like tonight, you got to get back in transition and you got to rebound, because when the ball hits the rim tonight, men are going to go get it. And so we're going to have to box out. We're going to have to compete, and we're going to have to play well. But I think it's a great opportunity for us. I'm really excited about it. I'm going to do it, and I'm also going to do everything I can to keep this series going. Davidson, I don't know that I don't know that one's going to happen, but hopefully we can keep this series going in the future. So, with that being said, I appreciate everybody coming. I appreciate your support. These kids are fighting hard. I mean, really hard. And the last thing I'll say is this. What I love about league play is every game is determined between 2 and 6 points. You got to win close games. I don't care who wins the regular season championship. When we get down to the 3 days in March, I'll promise you anybody can beat anybody. And so that's what we're working towards, and I wish it was March right now.